It's BuMpY-isms, frozen pizza reviews.
Welcome to Bumpy Roads Frozen Pizza Review. Tonight I will be doing the authentic Motor City Pizza Company Supreme Detroit style deep dish pizza. That's the box. 1 pound, 29.4 ounces. This is filling. This is actually one of my family's favorites, or at least it was. This was one of the reasons why I started doing these frozen pizza reviews. Because Dave Portnoy's didn't score this brand extremely high, and then also there was a night where we were going to do this as a pizza, but it was not in the market, and we couldn't figure out what else to do. So this is kind of what started it all. Obviously, I haven't taken this out of the package yet, but I'm going to have to rearrange. Some of this has been tossed around. So I'll have to make this look pretty. Oven is preheated, and we'll be back when this is cooked. Alright, so here we have it. Had this in the oven for the extended, plus maybe another minute and a half to 2 minutes time. I've cooked these a few times, so and sometimes we do them 2 at a time. But yeah, it's got a good looking crust on here in the bottom. Did take it out of the cooking tray that it comes in, like recommended for slicing. It looks pretty good. It's darker around the edges. Some little bit of burnt pepperoni up there on top. Greasy as hell. Some juices coming off. Peppers and stuff don't look too bad. Lots of sausage. I do wish that there was more onion and pepper. I can say that because this side is kind of looking a little barren of that. Enough pepperoni, it looks like. But let's go ahead and cut this up. See if it crunches through. It does, and even if it didn't, sometimes a pizza crust doesn't need to crunch. But this one is, and it's a deep dish. So that's pretty nice. Alright, I'm going to let this set and cool, and then I will have my first slice. And you know how we do it here on Bumpy Road Frozen Pizza Reviews. I'm going to eat the whole fucking pie. Okay, so here we are with our Motor City Pizza Co. Deep dish, or Detroit style pizza anyways. Supreme, my favorite. It's got everything with the peppers, the green peppers, the onion, the sausage, pepperoni, cheese. Crust looks pretty good, top and bottom there. Doesn't seem too thick. It seems less thick than the DiGiorno's Detroit style, which was like total bread. This has some cheese and stuff dripping down the side as well. Let this cool. Let's go ahead and take our first bite of this. Alright, so this is a decent amount of crunch. It doesn't have as much of that kind of oily crunch as the DiGiorno's one had, but the crust itself is thinner, which is nice. It allows more of the toppings and cheese to come through without just being too much bread. Plenty of crunch coming from the peppers. So the peppers seem a little bit fresher. The veggies anyway seem a little bit fresher than some other pizzas I've had, where they were like already like the frozen veggies put on top of a pizza that was about to be frozen and refrozen. They were just kind of void of life. These have a little bit of flavor. They have a crunch to them, so it's like they were fresh when they were put on the pizza before it's frozen. So once frozen, let's continue eating this. So out of those few bites I've had, the pepperoni is nice. Does have a nice little bit of spice to it. It's not just a bland pork. The crust is nice. It's not so thick that it's just all breadiness. It does still have a little bit of crunch on the bottom, which is nice. It does have kind of a butteriness to it. So a little bit of flavor coming from the crust. And it's not overpowering anything else. The sauce is all right. There is a bit of a tomato thing and maybe a little bit of basil and stuff like that. Maybe some garlic type notes coming out of it. I just wish there was more sauce. I am a sauce guy. More sauce is always kind of welcome. This one is, if you look at that bit right there. Whoop, go the other way. Just a little bit barren on sauce. You got some sauce kind of poking through right there. But I'm going to continue eating this. My first slice. Yeah. So here it is. I'm finishing up the first slice of this Motor City Detroit style pizza supreme. Really happy with it. The crust is nice. Toppings are pretty nice. Sauce. Could use more sauce, I'd say, but still, it's there. It brings a zest. That's pretty good. Right now, just eating this first slice. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to go eat the rest of the pizza here. I'll be back for the final slice and my final thoughts. Bon appetit. All right, well, here I am with my final and last slice of this pizza. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat on this and give my final thoughts and whatnot on it. Alright, so we're down to the last few bites here on this final slice. Got a yellow pepper there, a little sausage, we'll have some onion. I use some red onion. Veggies on this one, they could have been better, but as far as most of the other frozen pizzas, great on the veggies. There could have been a lot more though. So, more veggies. Cover the whole pizza. Pepperoni, pretty decent. Not the best pepperoni. Sausage. The sausage was all right. Some of the off-air pizzas, I did start noticing a little bit of a weird flavor note, probably coming from either the sausage or the pepperoni. Couldn't really figure out what that was from, but a little bit off flavor. Mostly on the colder slices. Some of these slices seem to be a little bit warmer or hotter than the other ones. Crust is pretty good. I like that it's thick, but it's not too thick. It's not just all bread. The sauce, could definitely amp up the sauce a little bit more as far as amount. The flavor of the sauce is okay. I mean, obviously a better flavored sauce would be even better, but yeah, just a little bit more sauce throughout the entire pizza. I do like how it's kind of doughy on the top of the bread and kind of crisp on the bottom. You just get this kind of doughy this doughy flavor from the bread, from the crust. Yeah, overall, I mean, it's a pretty darn good pizza. I'd say I would eat this over the DiGiorno Detroit style. The DiGiorno Detroit style, the only thing that it really had going for it really had that oiliness that was baked into the crust. If this had that would be even better. But this is, I'd say, is hands down way above the Detroit style from DiGiorno's. Price wise, I believe it's under $8. I don't know exactly how much this one costs. I think it's in like the $7 range to $8 range. Very filling as well, and it's enjoyable. So
We go ahead and say this pizza is top end of very good. For a frozen pizza, Detroit style crust. Say your family wouldn't be disappointed. Cheers.